Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. Today, we dive into the fascinating world of tablescaping, where the art of arranging table items is not just for fancy restaurants but for your next dinner party too. Experts share that personal style is key, and adding unique touches can make your gathering unforgettable. Next up, we have some news from the MTR Corporation's 45th anniversary Carnival, where the excitement turned into chaos as the event reached full capacity. Frustrated fans were left outside as police were called in to manage the crowd. It's a reminder of how popular these events can get. Finally, we explore the challenges facing Hong Kong's commercial real estate market. With rising vacancy rates and declining rental income, many property owners are feeling the pinch. But amidst these tough times, experts believe the market will find a way to recover. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. South China Morning Post reports on the rising trend of tablescaping, a creative way to style dining tables that has gained popularity among social media enthusiasts. This practice, traditionally seen at formal events like weddings, has now become a canvas for self-expression, allowing individuals to showcase their unique tastes through tableware and decor. Experts like Alice Naylor Leyland and Cordelia de Castellane emphasize the importance of personal touch, spontaneity, and mixing textures and colors to create a visually appealing yet comfortable dining experience. They suggest starting with a tablecloth to set the mood, followed by thoughtful selections of crockery, accent pieces, and flowers, while also incorporating personalized elements such as name cards to make guests feel special. In another article, South China Morning Post covers the chaos that ensued when the MTR Corporation's 45th anniversary Carnival reached capacity, leading to police intervention. Frustrated fans were left outside the venue after admissions were closed due to crowd control measures, despite the event being free and initially open to all. The situation escalated as attendees shouted for entry, feeling blindsided by the lack of prior announcements. The carnival, which began on a Wednesday and was set to run for 5 days, required registration for weekend attendance, leading to disappointment for those hoping to experience the festivities without prior booking. Lastly, the South China Morning Post delves into the struggles of Hong Kong's commercial real estate market, which is facing unprecedented challenges due to high interest rates, changing consumer habits, and an oversupply of office space. The once thriving district of Causeway Bay is now seeing significant declines in property values, with landlords forced to lower rents or sell distressed assets. As vacancy rates soar and major corporations downsize, the market's instability is reflected in rising non-performing loans for banks, which are now hesitant to lend. Experts predict a long and complex recovery process ahead, emphasizing that without a solid economic rebound and improved business confidence, the commercial property sector may continue to face difficulties for the foreseeable future. South China Morning Post, Kenny Lam Kankay, upon returning to Hong Kong from Britain in 2019, was taken aback by the city's chaotic waste management and lack of a recycling culture. He founded Love Recycling Plus to tackle these issues, providing a door-to-door recycling collection service that simplifies the process for residents. Despite facing challenges such as public skepticism towards recycling, Lam has implemented transparency in his operations to educate clients about proper recycling practices. His commitment to sustainability extends to schools where he teaches children about the importance of recycling, making the concept relatable and impactful. For his entrepreneurial spirit and dedication to community service, Lam has been recognized as a finalist for the Spirit of Hong Kong Awards, aiming to change perceptions of recycling and inspire a cultural shift towards sustainability in the city. South China Morning Post, in the bustling atmosphere of a tapas restaurant in Causeway Bay, Hongkongers are increasingly seeking real-world connections through secret dinners, where participants sign up without knowing the venue or other guests. These gatherings have gained popularity as people crave genuine interactions after the isolation of the COVID-19 pandemic. Organizers like Genie Friends and Time Left use personality tests and AI to curate diverse groups, fostering casual conversations that help attendees expand their social circles. Participants appreciate the spontaneity and authenticity of meeting new people face to face, contrasting with the often superficial connections made online. Relationship experts note that these events provide a refreshing alternative to dating apps, allowing individuals to connect without the pressures and distractions of virtual interactions. The Sydney Morning Herald, the journey of savoring oysters on Tasmania's east coast is a delightful experience, as one writer discovers while visiting various oyster farms. At Melshell Oysters, the Melrose family operates a small but efficient farm, producing exquisite oysters known for their rich flavor and creamy texture. The writer shares intimate moments of shucking oysters by a fire, emphasizing the artistry and patience involved in oyster farming. Tasmania's aquaculture industry thrives, recovering from past challenges like the Pacific oyster mortality syndrome outbreak, and continues to produce world-class oysters. The writer encourages visitors to explore the region's many oyster farms, highlighting the community's passion for sustainable aquaculture and the sheer joy of enjoying fresh oysters, particularly in winter when they are at their best. South China Morning Post. In the evolving landscape of Southeast Asia, China's strategic push through infrastructure development is significantly reshaping its geopolitical ties within the region. As the rivalry with the United States intensifies, China has made substantial investments in regional projects, such as supporting Vietnam's railway upgrades and Cambodia's Funan-Techo Canal. Analysts argue that this infrastructure drive not only enhances connectivity but also solidifies China's influence over Southeast Asian nations, potentially countering U.S. efforts to sway them away from Beijing. The rapid expansion of rail links and high-speed trains connecting various Southeast Asian countries highlights a blossoming network that could firmly place the region within a China-centered supply chain. Experts predict that as infrastructure projects continue to rise, Southeast Asian nations will benefit economically while also leveraging their partnerships with China to negotiate better deals with other global powers. South China Morning Post. In the world of rugby, the stakes are high for Hong Kong as they prepare for the WXV3 tournament, which serves as a qualifying event for the 2025 Rugby World Cup. Head coach Andrew Douglas has called on Asia Rugby to prioritize player welfare and rethink their scheduling, especially after his players faced the challenge of transitioning from the Asia Rugby Sevens series to the grueling 15s format. With the competition intensifying, Douglas emphasizes the importance of mental and physical preparedness while acknowledging the challenges posed by overlapping tournaments. The Hong Kong team is gearing up for crucial matches against formidable opponents like Fiji, Madagascar, and the Netherlands, with the added pressure of qualifying for the World Cup. Veteran player Li Ka-shun is set to make history, showcasing the growing competitiveness and resources in women's rugby, which has evolved significantly over the past decade. South China Morning Post. In a sign of recovery within Hong Kong's retail sector, Swiss luxury watchmaker Omega has expanded its presence by leasing a new shop in the iconic Causeway Bay area, despite the ongoing challenges faced by many brands in the market. This new location, leased for 400,000 Hong Kong dollars a month, reflects a cautious optimism among luxury retailers as they seek to capitalize on improved foot traffic and consumer confidence. Omega's expansion comes amidst a backdrop of declining retail sales and shifting consumer habits, with the company reaffirming its commitment to the area despite the exodus of other major brands. The overall retail landscape is witnessing a gradual recovery, with new leases being signed by other luxury brands, suggesting a potential rebound. However, experts caution that the sector may not return to its pre-pandemic peak due to structural changes, highlighting that many brands will need to adapt to survive in this evolving market. South China Morning Post highlights the unique historical context of religion in China, where diverse faiths have coexisted for centuries without the violent clashes often seen in other parts of the world. Unlike Europe, where doctrinal differences have sparked wars, China's religious landscape has been shaped by a pragmatic approach to governance. Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism have intertwined, creating a harmonious environment for various belief systems to thrive, provided they do not threaten state stability. This tolerance has allowed Christianity and Islam, among others, to take root in China's cosmopolitan cities, fostering a culture of coexistence that has largely avoided the destructive conflicts seen elsewhere. In another article, the South China Morning Post explores the positive aspects of aging through the lens of individuals like Beth Naring, who embraces her 78 years with vigor and enthusiasm. Naring, a dedicated Pilates instructor, finds joy in staying active and connecting with people of all ages, defying societal stereotypes about aging. The article cites research suggesting that a positive attitude towards aging can lead to better health outcomes, including lower risks of chronic diseases and improved mental well-being. Experts like Ellen Langer advocate for mindfulness as a means to reshape perceptions of aging, emphasizing that viewing age-related changes as growth rather than loss can enhance overall quality of life. Additionally, the South China Morning Post shares a heartwarming glimpse into the life of Ivanka Trump's grandmother, Marie Zelnikova, affectionately known as Bobby, who recently celebrated her 98th birthday. Ivanka's tribute on social media reflects her deep admiration for her grandmother, who has lived with her family in Miami since their move from Washington, D.C. Bobby's life story, intertwined with that of her daughter Ivana, Donald Trump's first wife, showcases resilience and ambition, having immigrated from Czechoslovakia. The bond between Ivanka and Bobby is evident in their shared moments, from family gatherings to playful games, highlighting the richness of familial connections across generations. South China Morning Post reports on the intriguing life of Jordan Coleman, the 29-year-old son of New York City Mayor Eric Adams. Despite the recent indictment against his father for bribery and fraud, Jordan has remained silent on the matter. Raised in New Jersey alongside his mother, Christina Coleman, who suffers from dementia, and his stepfather, Roosevelt, Jordan has pursued a career in film and music. He began acting at a young age, landing roles in projects like Nickelodeon's The Backyardigans, and even collaborating with Kobe Bryant on a documentary at just 12 years old. Now, he is set to showcase his talents in his upcoming short film, Striking Back, while also working to establish himself as a hip-hop artist under the name Jayu. South China Morning Post also highlights the rise of Anya Kalatra, the actress known for her role as Yennefer in Netflix's The Witcher. As the series prepares for its 4th and 5th seasons, Kalatra's performance has garnered praise from co-stars and critics alike. Born in Wolverhampton, UK, Kalatra has a rich background in theatre, having trained at prestigious institutions like LAMDA and Guildhall. Her career took off with her role in The Witcher, which has opened numerous doors for her in the entertainment industry. As she navigates her newfound fame, Kalatra continues to engage in voice acting projects and maintain a private personal life, reportedly dating actor Josh Dillon while handling the scrutiny that comes with her public persona. South China Morning Post provides an update on Jimmy Lai, the former media tycoon imprisoned in Hong Kong, who is reportedly receiving appropriate medical care and access to sunlight in his cell. After concerns regarding his treatment were raised with the United Nations, Lai's legal team confirmed that he is being monitored for his diabetes and has some access to exercise. Facing charges of colluding with foreign forces and conspiracy to distribute seditious materials, Lai has been in custody since December 2020. His trial, which has faced multiple delays, is set to resume in November. Despite the Hong Kong government's insistence that Lai is treated like any other inmate, his legal team continues to advocate for his rights and well-being amid ongoing scrutiny of the judicial system in the region. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
News breaks, buzz the ground, stories spin, walls come down, voices merge in the sound, faces mix in the crowd. Broadcasters paint the scene, world events on our screen, every link a different theme, words collide in the stream. 6 degrees connect the dots, background stories more than us. Hear the voices rise aloft, truth unveils in every spot. Cultures clash across the globe, spin the threads in a strobe. Every story wears a robe, truth and lies in their code. Journalists dig real deep, secrets out, they don't sleep. Every angle they will keep, in the news we take a leap. New perspectives day by day, hidden truths come to play.